We met a million years ago, Nadia.
Nadia,
Good to see you again. Love the blonde hair.
Hi, I'm Matt.
Matt, nice to meet you.
Beautiful day in Toronto, and we are going to be talking to dearly beloved here at Aporia Studios. This is the part where I think we're going to kidnap me. So have you guys recorded here? What are these fun secret spaces?
No, this is Aporia Records. This is their office. There's a rehearsal space in the basement.
Right.
Some of the bands rehearse here, but we haven't yet.
Really exploring. Is this the way? Is this the way? We don't know. Let's go this way.
Hello, Cleveland.
Right lights. I think we're on the right track. Is it locked? No?
No, we can go.
Where's Aaron
That's
at?
there?
Let's go find Aaron.
Where's you?
Yeah, we're missing the
that way
drummer.
and around, or this way and around.
Well, make a decision, Indiana.
Go the other way.
Okay, we're going the other way. We're going the other way. This kidnapping is becoming more and more plausible.
I'm scared.
Oh wow, check this place out.
Maurice, we're on to you.
Guys, we found the drummer.
This is Aaron Maurice.
Is this the nap room I've heard so much about?
That's great. I love it.
Having a good nap there? Using the room for its purpose.
There is not a bed.
We should all just like curl up.
What?
And there's like a beautiful cushion there.
Let's
I'll get into bed. In bed with dearly beloved. Is this where the magic happens, guys?
Right here.
Right here. Here we are, we're cozy. I didn't get kidnapped. Here I am, safe and sound.
You did come willingly.
I came willingly, and can you blame me? Look at this beautiful and slash handsome group of rockers that we've got over here. This is dearly beloved. Say hi, guys. So, we've got Bobby, Lish as in Delish, Delish, Nisa, and Rob, aka Robe. Robe when he goes into his Scandinavian solo career
That's right.
as an IKEA jingle writer.
No one ever knows that. So that's
There you go, guys. You heard it here first. So, you guys, we're here at Aporia Records. This is your label. You guys are putting out a new album. So, you guys have been a band for how long? How do we get to this point?
Well, I think how you got to this point was that there was a need for an outlet, and we were a bunch of goofball friends hanging out, and it seemed like this outlet could be not just cathartic, but also kind of fun.
Yeah.
And then it went from that to, we have an album, and then it went from that to, let's book a tour, and we booked 40 shows in 60 days across Canada. And we were like, I guess we're a band.
That I think maybe qualifies you. You get a record, you get a tour where you probably slept never.
Yeah, but you gotta
And you probably
understand.
drank everything. So, there you go.
What she's talking about.
These guys are straight up.
Yeah, you gotta understand though, we weren't like, we're a band and we're gonna take over the world. We were just doing something because it was fun and because it felt good. And that was
Why
it.
else
And so it
should
was,
anyone do anything?
and then,
That's
you know,
perfect.
we had a chance to tour, so we did that.
Yeah.
And then once we kind of realized, I guess, you know, we're sort of like a band, maybe we'll make another record. So we made another record.
Yeah.
And we didn't go about it in a way, I guess, some other bands would, but the experiments that have been our album processes have been just about friends hanging out doing something a little differently.
Yeah.
You know, for example, we went to the desert with no songs and made a record in a handful of days, and then came home and sort of played with it for months. So, I mean, unlike the new record, for example, where we had 30 days to work together as a band, lock ourselves up in a house, go to the studio or two, and start and finish a record.
Right.
Our previous records were, you know, we went about things just in a way that was driven by our own sense of fun and adventure and challenging ourselves and never being comfortable. So to think of this band and how long it's been around, I don't know. I mean, it's like, I don't even know when it started, to be perfectly honest with you. It felt like it started after that first tour.
Yeah.
It's just, it's
It was
hard
a
to
process. It's an outlet. It wasn't necessarily an end goal in sight. It's been a continuing process.
Yeah, and I when we started, I had no designs that we'd be around making records like this. Like,
Yeah.
It was just something that we needed to do.
Yeah.
And I was fortunate enough to have some really awesome people around that
we're down to
that
do it
were
with
down
you.
to do it with me. And I'm really, thankful for all that. And really thankful that we still get to do that now.
That's incredible, and I love, what you said. Like, you did it because you needed to, and you did it because it was fun. Like, why else should any of us be doing anything? Like, if it doesn't feel good, don't do it. So the fact that you guys wrote this out. And you're good. You were saying that you guys, the process for making records, at first it was kind of, throwing some tunes together, letting it gel, recording in the desert and all that. Tell me about how this particular album came to be. What was the process there? Oh.
Sorry.
Very important call.
Crisis is
This was a little different, right?
guys.
Because this is
Bye,
the
Mom.
first time we worked with the producer.
Right.
We worked with Daniel Ray, who's worked with the Ramones and so many people.
Daniel will be Misfits, Degeneration.
Wow.
He's currently guitar player for Ronnie Spector.
Nice.
And he spent a lot of time with the Ramones in their very early days, helping
Yeah.
them record. So, that was really, like Eva said, the biggest difference from our previous records to this one is that we had a producer.
Yeah.
We've never had someone take on that role.
Yeah. You've always done it yourself.
Yeah, it's been something we did ourselves, and with the help of generous assistance of guys like Dave Ketchum and close friends that have sort of helped us along the way.
Right.
Taking turns wearing that producer hat.
Right.
We've never had somebody be a producer actually put us through the paces in a pre-production sort of way. We locked ourselves up in a rehearsal space with Daniel for a week, and basically 8 hours a day we would just play him our songs. And whatever resonated with him in that context in the rehearsal room made the record. So we threw a bunch of songs at him, and some of them got cut that we were really stoked about, which
Yeah.
was kind of a drag at the moment, but in hindsight, they just didn't come across as well as a live group in that room.
Right.
That's how we went about making the record. So just locking ourselves away with someone that was being very objective with the music and having us axe parts and rearrange things and making suggestions that, really looking back, I can't think of a single thing that Daniel wanted us to do that we did that I wish we had.
Yeah.
And I think all of the things that we did to deconstruct and rebuild those songs were really great calls. And we did it so quickly, and he didn't really want to deal with our demos. And I was sending him demos all the time
Yeah.
for like weeks, and he just really wouldn't respond much. And I just found he just doesn't kind of work that way. He just wants to hear you play it for him in the room.
Yeah.
And if something's not driving, he's going to tell you.
Yeah.
And if a song doesn't feel good, he's going to tell you. And so that was really our guide and our barometer. And having that filter was amazing for us. It was awesome to not have to think about it ourselves and have somebody make our song ideas better.
Yeah.
That's what we did.
Well, and it makes a story, but it just makes sense because you guys that's what you do. You write the music, you make the music, and that's what you should be focusing on as artists. So to have someone come in with that objectivity and ensure that you guys can just focus on what it is that you do best, which is make the music, and then be kind of, mad scientists a little bit for you guys while you guys can focus on what it is that you do best. Like, that's, in a can, the best producer kind of description that I can think of.
Yeah, and it was immersive. Like we all lived in a house together for a month. He lived with us, so at the end of every day we'd go back to the house and fight.
Lost a lot of blood.
Yeah,
Was there a nap room there?
There were several nap rooms, corners.
Yeah. Nap areas. The key to a great record.
That's
Yeah.
true, yeah. A lot of bloody fights before bed. But then we'd all have breakfast together and coffee, and it was just funny at that point. And then we'd sort of go over everything that happened the day before and what we were going to do that day, and we did that for a couple of weeks basically.
Okay.
A lot of snuggles.
A lot of that.
So we're just consoling her.
Oh no! Lish didn't get to come hang out in LA?
She was there in
I
spirit.
didn't. I wasn't in it.
She was there
Yeah.
physically and in spirit.
The magic world. Wait.
Guys, I was in
That makes it even worse if we don't play it over.
That's actually really bad. Dearly beloved, the meanest band around.
No, for full disclosure, Liz started playing with us after that time, so
fair enough.
it was physically impossible.
Yeah.
But I was in LA and we did have a really good sushi.
Okay, it was
dinner.
physically possible.
Album pretty much like live, how the band plays live. I've seen you guys live. You guys kick ass. You are badass on stage. Not that the rest of you guys aren't, but this girl right here. So tell me what this new album translates to live. Have you played it? Aside from For Your Producer, have you guys done some shows around these songs? How are they being received?
Well, before the record was released, we played South by Southwest, and more than half of our set were songs from this new record. Yeah, so I mean,
It's
we
testing
played these
ground, if
songs.
anything.
Yeah,
In Europe too, right? We played some of these songs in Europe last summer too. So
Yeah.
that's kind of another first for us, I guess, is that the songs were actually sort of played on the road
Yeah.
before
Tested and
Yeah.
with crowds.
yeah.
with crowds. With crowds.
Going back to the Daniel Ray thing, though,
Yeah.
that's why he was such a perfect producer, right? Because he has such an organic approach to every record
Yeah.
that he makes, right? So having road tested these songs and then playing them in the room for Daniel,
Mhm.
I mean, he could tell immediately, right?
Mhm.
So again, yeah, it's still a very organic approach to the record,
Yeah.
despite the process being different from,
The
what's,
usual.
yeah, exactly.
And you're hearing about that more and more lately. I feel like that the old method of like you go in this room and you go in this box and you go over here and the very isolated recording method and then just layer everything up. I'm hearing more and more, especially with rock bands, that just get everybody in a room and just get everybody jamming and
Well, the room. Sorry, go ahead. Liz.
I was
No,
just gonna say.
please,
but
please.
not that you were even there.
I was just gonna say, when you. Oh, cut me.
Yeah, nice to
I wish you were there.
Sure.
Getting into there. The kidnapping I sounded really scarred. I'm sorry. You were saying.
Being in a band, you get a strong bond. You become kind of like family. And so if you record a record where you're in these different rooms, you're recording things at different times.
Mhm.
You get the bass and the drums and the guitar and the vocals, but you don't get the little bit of magic that
Mhm.
as a band you can create together. And if you record an album live, then usually I find that you get to capture a bit of
the
that
magic.
Yeah,
You can feel the energy.
It's
You can feel the energy in it actually. 'Cause
Yeah.
when we listen back to the beds from 606 back at home, we just isolated the things that were recorded live, some bass and drums and guitars, some of the theremin actually. And hearing it just the raw takes without the vocals or some of the overdubs that we added, it was exciting because
Yeah.
it just sounded like us playing and it still sounded good. So
Yeah.
it was pretty awesome.
You guys do sound pretty good when you play, so I can see how that would happen.
Yeah, and I think we're all about energy and playing off. I mean, not that other bands aren't, but
You guys have a good band chemistry for sure, so
Yeah.
you can capture that
Yeah.
recorded and entice people to come see the real magic when you guys are up on stage.
We
So-
were lucky though to have like people recording us that had such a great wealth of knowledge and experience when it comes to recording a loud rock band.
Yeah.
And so the folks at 606, it's like we had known them for a long time.
Mhm.
And we only worked there for 4 days.
Yeah.
We tracked all the beds for 12 songs in those 4 days. And it wouldn't have been the same without those folks.
Yeah. Well, they bring all that experience and they bring, kind of that residual magic almost of all these amazing bands that they've worked with. And
yeah, and they
they
were so,
sense that in you guys
so
probably.
quick with getting sounds and just knowing what would make us excited as people tracking
Yeah.
rock music there. So yeah, it was a really incredible experience to actually get to record beds there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So the record comes out now. This is the end of October. Halloween's happening. You guys are putting out, I hear, a spooky music video too. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
the single for I Try to Eat, and it's basically we're asking you to join our cult. Come on,
Oh,
Is that what that was?
we opened the curtain.
Your fault now.
We're going video.
No, we made a video with Rob Stefaniak. He's made some films and one maybe you've heard of called Suck. Better than it sounds.
Yeah.
And Rob was a lot of fun to make the video with because he was into doing some of the weird things that we're into doing, and he understood some of the places that we were at in terms of making this record. For example, we shot our photos for the record in the fountain that the Manson family rinsed their hands in, and then Charlie picked them up apparently with the pickup truck after they washed their hands in this fountain. And this wasn't our idea, but we found this out afterwards. We were like, wow, these are really cool photos. We really dig the fountain. And it was like, hey, do you know the story behind that fountain? Oh.
And the idea for the cult as well.
Yeah, so there's been some really dark, unexpected things that have happened to go with some of the other things that were going on in our lives at the time. So yeah, this video is in line with some of that weirdness and darkness, and it's appropriate probably that it's coming out around Halloween.
So videos coming out, singles coming out. When are we gonna get to see you guys on stage?
Well, are you Ukrainian?
I've been told I have a pass.
We're actually going to go to Europe in November, and then come back and start touring here after that. But in November, we're starting a 14-day tour in Warsaw, Poland, and then we go south through the Ukraine and down into Slovenia and Croatia and what's so funny?
Places.
No, it isn't.
What is so
It's just
funny?
It's
Does it sound funny?
It's 7 new countries, right? We've never been to these countries before.
That's true. We feel, back to our earlier conversation, we never expected to play a bunch of countries and stuff when we started this band. We were just excited to get out and play shows and do whatever. And I think after this tour, we're going to be up to like 19 countries or something.
That's
So
fantastic.
that's kind of cool for us.
And then you come back to Canada?
Then we come back to Canada.
Right when winter starts.
Winter, we're thrilled.
Yeah, good times.
Yes.
Have an awesome show tonight, guys. Have a fantastic tour. Can't wait to see the spooky music video, not cult recruitment video. And see you guys later. Thanks for being
Thank
out.
you.
Thanks for having us.
Everybody.
Happy, right?
Nice happy time, right?
Yeah.
This is where Bobby almost lost his front teeth.
Seriously?
Remember that?